Looks like you're having fun. What's the occasion this time?
Oh, do I spy a traveler and a Paimon? We were just talking about you. This is more serendipitous than finding Mora after faceplant.
It's been too long. Excellent. I knew I could count on you.
What were you talking about before we got here? Something fun? Or something delicious?
Grand banquet at Stone Gate. All will be dressed to the nines for majestic food and fine wines. And after 8 long drinks and 7 shorts, they'll each write 6 lines 5 times. You've been to all 4 corners of the world, so in fact, it's a poetry gala, jointly hosted by representatives from both Mondstadt and Lille. Do you still remember the promise I made to the distinguished Director Who here during the Lantern Rite?
Oh, something about writing poetry together?
That's right. At the dinner table that night, I just knew this young bard was a rare talent and now I've finally seized the chance to collaborate. It took me much trekking across the land to petition Eugene Terrace and contact the Knights of Favonius in the spirit of friendship and poetry sharing. I mean,
Bit of a weird name.
Lila's poetry is known far and wide. Hutao and I will be the co-hosts for the...
Not at all, Venti. You followed my lead most excellently.
Well, this sounds like fun. Let's get involved. Oh, Paimon, sure you'll be amazing. Remember that time in Liyue when Paimon gave you the first...
Oh, looks like someone's got a knack for this. Perhaps we'll have to raise the difficulty a little.
Alright, so basically you guys are here to discuss the...
Oh, looks like little Paimon's brain has gained a wrinkle or two.
Huh? Wait, Paimon guessed wrong?
We came here hoping to invite a special guest.
I already told you, I'm not going.
Xiao, you're here too!
For having penned a verse myself, how could I hope to judge the poetry of others? Besides, afflicted with karma as I am, the raucous atmosphere you are cultivating is precisely the kind which I must avoid, as you well know.
Hey now, there's a first time for everything, right? We all start from itsy bitsy spider, but give it a shot and you'll be wandering lonely as a cloud in no time. And you don't even have to join us in person if you really don't want to. You can just watch the party from a nearby mountaintop and cheer us on. But at least head down and take a look first. It's right by activities to get involved with. Looking check things out.
Besides, with the renowned traveler here, what is there to fear?
I'll
Why don't you all you into—
Yes, that's right. Venti and I still need to discuss the poem for the opening
Gotcha! We'll be up! Wow, it's so lively! Didn't think there'd be so many people here already. And a lot of them are familiar faces. Let's go see.
Look who's here. This poetry fest seems to have a
Hey, Shincho and Chanyu are here too.
I was actually heading into the mountains to train, but he accosted me on the way and dragged me here.
Oh, how your words wound me. Is it not the responsibility of an exorcist of Liyue to ensure that this celebration of friendship between our two nations stays free of evil spirits? Besides, this is an excellent opportunity to meet heroes who have come from far and wide. Surely, you must be curious as to how that heroine of Mondstadt was able to lift such heavy objects like they were but a feather.
Are you talking about Noelle? Yeah, she's super strong.
Oh? Well, since you are so well acquainted, could we trouble you to introduce us later?
Okay, fine. But don't forget to help me with my investigation like you promised. That's the only reason I agreed to come at all.
Huh? What investigation?
Naturally, I could never forget such a thing. My word is my bond. Relax, dear Paimon. All will be revealed in time.
Okay. Diona! Traveler in Paimon? I didn't expect to see you here. Are you here to mix drinks? That's right. I was specially asked to attend this event on behalf of the Cat's Tail, and I'm also here as a mixologist representing the Mondstadt wine industry. You're representing Mondstadt's wine industry? Oh, you must be hating every minute of it. Of course I hate it. But it's also a perfect chance to destroy the reputation of Mondstadt's wine business once and for all. Huh? How do you figure that? All I need to do is add some gross ingredients to the drinks, and I can create the most disgusting concoctions imaginable. Nobody will ever buy wine from Mondstadt again. Paimon thinks you'll end up getting the opposite. Just you wait. Are you gonna write poetry? You should join in. Fine.
Oh, it's the traveler in Paimon.
Are you here for the neighboring nation's congenial poetry gala as well?
You said that with a straight face? Is Paimon the only one who thinks it sounds weird?
Representatives? No. Nothing fancy like that. We were sent here by the Knights of Favonius to help maintain order and set up the venue. But I didn't really do anything useful so far. Noelle brought all these tables and chairs here from Mondstadt by herself. She's a true knight.
Oh, no, that's just not true. Your efforts were indispensable. You selected the venue, drew up the layout, and so on. Also, you're the true knight here. I'm still in training. If anything, I should be addressing you as Sir.
What? No. Please don't.
Anyway, Master Jane did say that as long as we keep on top of our work, we should take a look around while we're here and get involved in the poetry gala as much as we can. But I haven't written much poetry before, so I'm not sure if I'll fit in.
I actually have the same concern.
be alone. Richard?
Really? Perhaps.
Paimon? But anyway...
Sure. Maybe you can teach me a thing or two.
Oh, Mika beat me to it. I was gonna ask for help too.
Poems and melodies wandering the wind, wafting to pastures beyond their home.
Two greedy fishies struggling to swim. They ate so much that they're starting to groan.
Animal crystal fly draped in gold robes, a bright little light from that glazed lantern glows.
Benches pinch the rice and scoot while the boars of the forest anxiously root.
Welcome one and all to this festival of poetry, jointly organized by Lua and Mondstadt.
Or, in full, the neighboring nation's congenial poetry gala. We're your hosts, Liyue's versemonger of the darkest alleys, Hutao.
And Mondstadt's liquor-loving lyricist, Venti the Bard. The purpose of this event is to promote friendly poetic exchanges between our two nations.
If you're here, you're our guest, so please enjoy this poetry fest.
I'd also like to reassure everyone that this event welcomes people of all skill levels, from first-time rhymers to seasoned songwriters. If you ask me, the most important thing you can bring to writing poetry is authenticity. That means reaching deep down to all the thoughts and feelings you usually hide away or struggle to express, and putting them into words, just right from the heart in whatever form you like.
To help everyone really cut loose and enjoy themselves to the fullest, Venti and I have carefully prepared 3 themes to be revealed over the course of 3 days. Let's get right to it. The first theme is Riddle Me This.
Solving riddles, huh? Interesting. It's actually a pretty good choice for a warm-up activity.
Whew. I'm glad they're not making us write sonnets or something right at the start.
Does everyone see the lanterns hanging around the venue? These have been specially prepared for the riddle game. Simply write down your riddle and hang it on a lantern. Then Venti and I will select a few to pose to the crowd, and you will try to solve them. We'll now give you some time to and hang up your riddles. Feel free to walk around and talk with the other contestants to get the creative juices flowing. And remember, whoever guesses the most riddles correctly will get a prize.
And with that, the neighboring nation's congenial poetry gala has officially begun.
Navigating the world is a whole lot easier with a few different identities to choose from. Need me to come up with some for you?
Oh, let's see what's on this lantern. A tender sigh for home, how far the flowers roam. A visitor asks me why, for a dream beyond the sky. Okay, someone from Lua definitely wrote this one.
I just read that one. Liyue's poems seem pretty difficult to grasp.
Dreams? Sky? Is it talking about...
So, something like, this thing from home, it's in a vast area, and it's flying really high. Is that it?
like I still have a lot of learning to do.
Oh, it's nothing, really. Once you've spent enough time in Liyue, you just sort of pick up on these things.
Oh, I know exactly what you mean. Back when I was out with the Grandmaster on the expedition, I started picking up some local customs without even realizing it.
But back to the riddle. We still haven't actually solved it. What could it be talking about?
Something that flies high and far. Oh, that makes me think of dandelions.
Oh, that makes sense. And Mondstadters believe that dandelions can carry your feelings on the wind.
But maybe we're missing something? It can't be that easy. After all, it's a riddle from Liyue. What would their equivalent of the dandelion be? If there even is one. What do you think, Traveler?
Great! Then we'll have one answer ready to go when the game begins.
Right, just like Venti said. As long as the interpretation makes sense and reflects our perception of the poem, then perhaps there are no wrong answers.
Well, no matter what the real answer is, the guessing's all a part of the fun. Let's go look at the next one.
Oh, yes, I want to see if there's any Mondstadt-style riddles.
This one says... Oh, this handwriting is just... I have 4 corners like a square pancake, but I'm stuffed and seasoned and carefully baked. I pass through the lips 1 piece at a time. The more you consume, the broader your mind. Oh, wow, Paimon's drooling from that one. Is there really a food that can make you smarter? Paimon's gotta try that.
Oh, you have to look past the level meaning with riddles, or you'll fail to.
You got any idea?
Singcho just hung that riddle up a moment.
So this is Shincho's riddle. You know, Paimon was expecting a little more elegant.
Festival is about friendship and mutual understanding. With so many friends from Mondstadt present, I thought I'd try writing something more less flowery, so that more people could enjoy it.
Hey, not bad. So, buddy, does that mean you can tell your old pal Paimon the answer on the sly, or...?
Not a chance. You'll have to wait for the answer to be revealed, just like everyone else.
Ha! Meanie!
If that's how you feel, why don't you try and stump me with a riddle of your own?
Maybe Paimon will! We'll see who stumps who! Traveler, you'll help Paimon come up with a riddle, right? Ha! At least you're...
Then I look forward to seeing the...
Ha! Prepare to get stumped! Even though Paimon said she'd write a riddle, Paimon really doesn't have any clue how. Let's start by reading a few more of other people's for inspiration. On 4 long legs, my slim body sits. I eat not a bite and drink, not a sip. With a passionless face, I greet countless guests, whom I carry all day without needing to rest. Is this talking about some kind of animal? It's a chair. Huh? Diona, how did you guess it so quickly? Wait, were you the one who wrote it? No, of course I didn't write it. The answer just popped in my head. I'm always telling the cats in the tavern that the chairs get tired from working all the time, so they shouldn't use them to sharpen their claws. Oh, okay. So a riddle needs to have a bait and switch. Are you trying to write one? Yep, and thanks to you, Paimon's just thought of one. Maybe I should try to come up with one too. All right, Paimon's riddle is now hanging up. Diona, do you want to know the answer? Nah, no need. I don't really care about winning a prize. Oh, okay then. Well, looks like it's time to carry on with the event. We should regroup with the others. Sure, have fun.
Hey, looks like everyone's about done mingling and riddling. Gather round and look this way. Venti and I have selected several riddles from everyone's contributions, and we added a few of our own to the mix for good measure. Shortly, we'll randomly select a few to read aloud. If your riddle gets selected, remember that you have to announce the correct answer at the end. Anyone who guesses correctly gets 1 point, and if nobody guesses correctly, the writer of the riddle gets a point. Sounds fair to me.
Of course, when the riddler reveals the right response, it only counts if everyone agrees that it's not too far-fetched.
That's right. Now, if there are no more questions, it's time to reveal the first riddle.
Hopefully they'll draw at least some that I can get. Oh no, does only the first person to solve it get the points? Ugh, that means I have to be first to raise my hand.
Please choose Paimon's riddle. Please choose Paimon's riddle.
Riddle number 1. Let me see here. Ugh, this riddle is, unique, especially the handwriting. I have four corners, like a square pancake, but I'm stuffed and seasoned and carefully baked. I pass through the lips, one piece at a time. The more you consume, the broader your mind.
They drew Shinchos.
Better answer as quickly as you can. You don't want someone else beating you to it.
You brat. It's pizza. The answer is pizza.
Even without the author coming forward, I can confidently declare this answer wrong. I mean, how is eating pizza broaden your mind? And while I'm no expert in exotic dishes, if I'm not mistaken, pizza is round, is it not? Like mora meat?
But eating pizza makes you happy, and being happy makes it easier to face problems that need solving. So... Okay, Paimon admits she may have jumped the gun on this one.
Maybe it's some other kind of food. No. Riddles are never that simple, and it needs to be something that makes people more intelligent.
If Paimon had known it was gonna be this tough, she'd have read more books in her time. What is it? Have you got it? Huh? Oh, gotcha! Bugs!
quicker than I expected. I was quite proud of that one. Oh, it appears the riddle writer has announced the answer. Okay, 1 point to Paimon.
So the answer was bugs? Oh, how did I not get that? Come on, Mika, concentrate.
We're awesome at this! What Paimon meant to say was that you're awesome at this. Thanks for the point, Traveler.
On to riddle number 2.
I gotta get in there first this time.
High above the wispy clouds, amidst the gloomy snow-filled shroud, standing alone on an icy stage, beneath it every lowly sage. Looks like a poem from Leela.
Oh, it's...
It.
Looks like those two have some ideas. Could it be some kind of plant that lives in cold, high places?
Mika, please go ahead. As a full Knight of Avonius, you represent all of us from Mondstadt here.
No, how could I? It was you who thought of it first. You should be the one to guess.
My answer isn't necessarily correct. Besides, it's first come, first served, and you beat me to it.
No, I didn't. You were just before me.
How gracious and considerate our fellow competitors are towards each other. A wonderful sight to see. How about both of you say your answer at the same time? If you're both right, you'll each get a point.
Oops, I didn't realize we'd made such a scene.
Oh, crud. I guess we dragged that out a bit. So, Noelle, what do you say?
Yes, let's. Our answer is...
Yes.